morning, Vail, for this Thursday, the 14th of September. I'm Ben Roof, one of your in-studio hosts. We got Mark Sassy at the Weather Center for us today. We got a great show in store for you. Visage is coming by for an interview on the couch, as well as Access Unbound. And then, of course, we've got the fly fishing report and another delicious meal from Tracy Miller. Good Morning, Vail starts now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Vail. I'm your host at the Weather Center. Hey, Mark Sassy in the studio. I'm not out going remote today. Ben and I get to share the studio space for the next couple of hours. We have a great show coming at you. Outside first thing this morning, it was kind of that warm before the storm. It was definitely pretty mild, about low to mid to upper 40s around Edwards. And we are going to see some moisture move in, so definitely a shift coming our way. Here's a look at your forecast. We're going to see a 70% chance of moisture today, a high of about 65, so definitely a little bit cooler than what we've seen even the past 4 or 5 days. We'll see 48 degrees around 8 o'clock first thing this morning. Showers and thunderstorms are what are going to be in the mix. Your hourly forecast, cloudy to start, scattered storms, thunderstorms midday. Temperatures really hovering at the warmest time of the day around 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the mid-60s. So definitely a cooler day. Pack a light rain jacket, maybe bring a few layers first thing this morning just in case, but we are going to have an unsettled day and then a couple unsettled days. Denver temperatures today 73 with a chance for some moisture, 70% chance for moisture in Vail with a high of 65, 66 for Avon with a 70% chance right here at the TV8 studios, and then a 50% chance of moisture with a high of about 70 degrees a little further west down towards Eagle and Gypsum. Now giving you a look at that evening forecast, overcast tonight, occasional rain showers continuing, sun setting at 7:18. We're going to see a low of about 38 degrees tonight with a continued percentage, about a 50% chance of more moisture coming our way. And then jumping ahead into that 5-day, for Friday, we have some scattered thunderstorms with a 60% chance of some moisture. And then we have more moisture coming our way also through the end of that day. And then Saturday, we have a high of 70, 71 for Sunday, 70 for Monday, and 68 for Tuesday. It looks like we have a little more moisture coming before we kick off the weekend, first day of Oktoberfest, and then we'll see sunshine returning for the weekend.
Well, it's going to be pretty nice this weekend, I'm hoping.
We'll take it. What do you got plans? You going to go for a hike or something probably?
I'm definitely going to go check out the Vail course, the concourse, that amazing classic car show that comes through every week.
And so it used to be the Vail Automotive Classic. Kind of takes over all of Lion's Head too. And it's not, this is pretty neat because this has been going on, I think, for 14 years. And they don't just have the cars on display, but they do towards the end of the event. But they have driving events and social events throughout the week. And then Lion's Head is just overflowing with some of the neatest cars, throwback cars, future cars, sports cars, luxury cars.
And the colors are just absolutely incredible. I mean, the last time I went out there, it was like just a rainbow of just classic cars from it had cars from the 30s all the way up until they had a couple of new prototype vehicles out there last year when I was there.
And you roll over there with your camera?
Yep.
Like you must, right?
Definitely. I definitely did. I got some really pretty fun shots, and last time I went, I was really inspired by this classic display from photographer Alan Scher.
Okay.
He's got a great series of details from classic cars.
Oh yeah. So you've been kind
really
of
inspired by
finding your own version of that, so to speak.
Exactly.
Right? We also have Oktoberfest going on this weekend, the third installment, the final one, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right there at Checkpoint Charlie, facing Pepe's and Gorsuch in the Gore Range with a stage. They've extended the the staging, they're going to have a stage over at Solaris now also.
Awesome.
They're going to have a Rocktober stage and the Bavarian stage, so you have a lot of space to move around and enjoy some of that Oompa music.
And that kind of overlaps a little bit with the farmer's market too, right?
It will overlap on Sunday, yeah. So that stretch from the Solaris over to Checkpoint Charlie over the I Bridge, that will go away for the farmer's market because that's kind of their space. But then Oktoberfest will continue on Gore Creek Drive looking towards the Gore Range. So it'll be just kind of all around.
Awesome. It sounds like there's a lot going on this weekend in Vail. Parking is definitely going to be a premium, though, with all the classic cars and the trailers that brought them up there.
I mean, seriously, that Oktoberfest, the farmer's market, they've got the Vail Gymnastics Classic. There's loads of stuff happening.
That's
so
right.
get there early to park.
Absolutely.
Right?
Otherwise, you may be walking quite a ways with your produce.
That's very true. We got a great show coming our way today.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. I'm going to be talking to Katie Zinn with Access Unbound. We have a couple other great interviews. We're going to have some live music in the studio.
I'm pretty excited for that. It's coming through in the second hour.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Awesome.
This is kind of nice, just working with Ben. Usually it's not the two of us in the studio, but today it's Good Morning Mail. Not really, but it is.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back after a short break.
Good morning, Vail.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
show. Tracy Miller is always in showing us delicious meals, and one of my personal favorite proteins to cook is fish, and she's got a wonderful salmon sandwich for us. And let's take a look at that meal now.
We've got a great menu today. Actually, this is going to be kind of a summertime menu. We are going to make a salmon sandwich with avocado and a potato salad. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is start cooking the salmon, because we're going to cook it. You can serve the salmon sandwich warm if you want to, or you can package it up and serve it at room temperature or cool as well. So what we're going to do now is just start with cooking the salmon. I have a raw piece of salmon right here, and it's kind of a thick one too, so it's going to take a little while to cook. I'm going to put it in a frying pan. I've got the heat over a medium heat. I'm going to crank that up a little bit, because if you remember some of the past classes, when we're putting something cold into our warm frying pan, it takes the temperature down. So you want to crank it up when you're first putting things in there. I'm going to use a little olive oil. You use whatever oil you like the best. We'll put that on the bottom, and then we are going to generously coat our salmon with salt and pepper. So that means you're really going to get every part of the salmon. This salmon has skin. Most of it does. So I'll show you how to remove that skin in an easy way as we cook it. We are going to put it meat side down in the pan. I'm going to just make sure that pan is kind of hot, because of course we want that pan to be warm and get that sizzle whenever we put the meat in there. So here we go. Ooh, a little bit of a sizzle. I can crank it up just a tiny bit. So we're going to do skin side up. We will flip the salmon, and then once it cooks, the skin will easily peel right off. A lot of people like the skin, but it's a little more high in fat. You can crisp it up if you want to add it to the sandwich. I'm not going to teach you how to do that, because this is a healthy cooking class, and the skin of things, animals, aren't always that healthy. So we have generously doused it with salt and pepper. We've got it in our pan, skin side up. It's maybe about an inch thick, so it is going to take a little bit of time to cook. I can hear it sizzling right now. I'm going to want to get a nice sear on the outside, and then I'm going to flip it over, and we will continue to cook it until it's done. Meanwhile, let's make some potato salad. So you got the little baby potatoes in your package today. I have already boiled those. So when you're boiling potatoes, you put them in water, not ice cold water, but you don't drop them into boiling water. Whenever you're boiling potatoes, you start the potatoes in not cold, but not warm water. So just kind of room temperature water. You put the potatoes in there, and then it all comes to a boil on its own. So it really is a gradual process. It takes about 15 minutes to boil those potatoes. I have boiled them, I've strained the water out of them, and I put them in a bowl in the refrigerator so they can cool down for our potato salad. So let me just grab those. They should be nice and cool, which will be nice for us when we're cutting them, because hot potatoes are so hard to cut. The avocado and the tomato are for our salmon sandwich, so I'm just going to move those right down there. We have these nice potatoes. It doesn't matter if you have red or white or yellow potatoes. The potato salad it'll work with anything. You know, if you want to make mashed potatoes or something like that, you want more of a russet potato. But with a potato salad, you can really use these or those little golden Yukon potatoes. Those are really nice. I like to cut my potatoes in little coin sizes for my potato salad. So we're just going to kind of easily cut them. Try to make sure that you're not cutting away the skin. The skin is where you get a lot of nutrients in most of your veggies. So we don't want to peel them. We just want to make sure they cut nicely with the potato piece, so that you get a nice bite when you're enjoying your potato salad. Those already look beautiful. A nice sharp knife. Cut them pretty evenly. Here we go. Keep on cutting them. This is a job you could give to one of your kids. But again, this could be a dangerous job, folks, because the potato is rolly, and we've talked about that many times. This one you can hold, and when you're cutting, you like to hold your fingers kind of tucked in like that, so that you can hold on to whatever you're cutting, but you're not going to cut like your tip of your fingernail off or something. So a good trick whenever you're cutting anything is just to curve your fingers in just a little bit like that. If you see any pieces that you don't like, just discard them. You don't want them in your salad. Quality control is really important. Alrighty. These are looking good. I can hear the salmon starting to sear up a little bit. You can always cook the salmon in the oven as well. Whenever you're cooking fish in the oven, you want to cook it at a high temperature, like 400 degrees, and then cook it for about 15 minutes or so, check it, and then pull it out, because it's going to continue cooking after you pull it out. Everything continues to cook after you take it off the heat. A piece of salmon that doesn't have a bone in it or anything, it's only going to continue to cook for a couple of minutes. But you know, if you pull off like a pork chop from the grill that has a bone in it, that's going to continue to cook for 5-7 minutes or so. And if you had a big like filet mignon, tenderloin or something like that, that does cook for another, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. So remember that if you want to get your temperature perfectly right. Okay, this looks like it's time to flip over the salmon. How do we know? Because we can wiggle it around and it's not sticking to anything. So when it doesn't stick, that means it's time to flip over. Ooh, and that looks good. We have a nice sear on the salmon, but I do want you to see this side right there. You see how raw that is right there? That means that's a big fat piece and it's going to take a little bit longer to cook. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the temperature down to low, and we're just going to kind of chill with that cooking, because we don't want to overcook the salmon, but we certainly don't want it too undercooked either. So we seared up one side. Now it's skin side down and it's on a lower temperature. So we're going to just let that cook slowly. And we'll go back to our potato salad. Now we have all of our potatoes cut nicely. And what we're going to do is make a dressing for the potato salad. I'm doing a creamy dressing for the salad. So again, we're going to use a mayonnaise and a sour cream split. And remember why we did that? It's just really nice to add those two flavors together, and it kind of helps so that the mayonnaise isn't too mayonnaise-y, if that's a technical term in the kitchen. So we're going to do equal parts of mayonnaise and sour cream. And we don't want too much. We don't want this to be an overly creamy dish, but we do want to give it a little bit of body. So we're going to put that right in there. I'm going to toss, and of course, like sour cream and potatoes, I mean, really, that's such a great combination. So we're just going to toss our potatoes in there now with a little bit of dressing. So if you like it more creamy and you want a little more dressing, by all means, you're the chef here. We are going to generously put some salt and pepper, and this has some celery seed in it, so some salt and pepper and celery seed onto our potatoes, and then we're just going to stir them around. So again, it's a creamy sauce, but we're not going to overdo it too much. You could really stop here if you've got like plain Jane eaters around, or you could add some more goodies, and that's what we're going to do right now. I feel like we need something fun in this salad, so I've decided to bring in some pepperoncinis and some mustard. Mustard is always really nice in these kind of salads with the mayonnaise mixture. It just kind of gives it a little bit of a bite. So we'll add a little bit of mustard. I can smell the mustard. I can smell the heat from it. So we're looking at having just a little bit of spice here in our salad. So we're going to take a couple pepperoncinis. I'm going to do 3 of them, 3 big ones, because they're all different sizes. And we're just going to slice those, again, in little rings. I want to get a little bit of a bite to them, so I'm going to keep them intact in those rings. And that's kind of like what we did when we cut up the potatoes. So once again, going back to when you're making something or when you're cooking something, you kind of want things the same size. Just like in the salads, when we cut up the cucumbers and the carrots and things like that, we want them all just about the same size. Let's make sure we separate these. And this has a nice vinegary taste as well, so that's going to add a good flavor. If you don't like a pepperoncini, just adding a little bit of white wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar to this will kind of give you that acidic taste that you need. All right, so we've got it all stirred up. Really easy, simple. When your ingredients are this fresh, when it's summertime and everything tastes so good, you really don't need to mix a lot of things in it. When I was first creating recipes, I would notice every time I was really messing up on a recipe, I'd be like, oh, add another thing to it, add another thing to it. And all of a sudden there were like 18 things in my dish and you couldn't really identify any nice flavors. And that's just because I was just trying to put a Band-Aid on something that didn't really need it. So if you have fresh, good ingredients, just go and highlight those ingredients. These potatoes are fresh. It's the season for them. The pepperoncinis are gonna give it a little bit of a bite and a lot of acidic flavor, and that's gonna be really, really nice. So we're gonna pop this back into the refrigerator so it gets nice and cold. We're gonna take a quick break and let our salmon finish cooking. It's starting to get nice and cooked up. I think it needs about 5 more minutes because you see, we don't wanna overcook it. I don't want it all the way browned, but I do want that pink to be just a little bit less, kind of just a stripe down the middle. So we'll give that salmon 5 more minutes. We'll take a quick break. We'll cool off the potato salad. We'll learn about why this is so healthy.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me. Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Everybody, welcome back to our Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail. Joining us now in the studio, I've got Katie Zinn. Katie Zinn is with Access Unbound, amongst many other things. Glad you're here today. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Nice to see you. It's kind of fun. I obviously was over at Minturn Anglers working the other day, and she came walking in the door promoting this Access card, which is a part of Access Unbound. So let's, first off, How have you been? Good? Good summer for you?
Yeah, great summer. Super
Yeah.
busy. The weather's been great. Great hikes with the dogs, the usual.
And you work a lot with disabilities, right?
I do.
And a lot on the hill skiing in the wintertime.
Yes, yep. So I've been working in adaptive sports for about 20 years. I started as a freshman in college and
20 years?
Yeah, so my whole life has sort of worked around outdoor recreation for people with disabilities and accessing the things that we sometimes take for granted.
Is it so beautiful and such a passion of yours to see everybody smiling at the end of their day because they're doing something that they may not thought they could have been able to do?
Yeah, and it's so much more than what it might appear. I have one kiddo that I worked with came with very limited vocabulary, 5 or 10 words in his vocabulary, and over the course of 3 days, his vocabulary doubled. It's just, we see a lot more. We have a local student that we work with where his parents approached me. We took him out over spring break. He participates in another program, but he's not able to get out during breaks. And she called me in tears and just said, I had no idea how much he had been struggling with his mental health over those break periods, because both mom and dad work full time, and it just to have that opportunity to be out with friends and be outdoors and doing stuff just can change everybody's mindset. And
do you work with all ages, adults, kids, everybody, right?
Yeah, so teaching, I work with all ages, all disabilities. Access Unbound is unique in the fact that we are the only program locally that doesn't have any restrictions on age, background, where they live, or disability. So we are able to fill in a lot of the gaps in the valley. There's great programs here, but they have very limited windows of what they serve. And so we serve the rest of the kids in our district. We have about 800 kids in our district on IEPs, and so we're able to help those children. We also help them when they're under 5. We help them when they age out of other programs and they're adults, because there are no other services. We're the only program that serves our Eagle County disabled veterans. Yeah, so kind of this
all across
catch-all.
Wow. So to focus more on this access card, now this is a great opportunity for all retailers and businesses around Eagle County to maybe drive some traffic into their businesses during kind of this shoulder season time, right?
Yeah, that was our whole goal. We actually started it the first fall of the COVID, and so this will be our 4th year. And so the way that it works is we sort of created this win-win situation. And so the goal is that what we want people to do is get the card. It's a $55 donation to our organization. And then with that card, you have access to, at this point, over 90 retailers and businesses, restaurants.
Wow.
Yeah, the number keeps growing. In fact, we added Zipline Adventures of Vail last night, actually signed up, so you can get 20% off a Zipline tour. And they're actually honoring that, making reservations through October with that access card. So it's this opportunity. It's a win for us because we get our name out there, we get our organization out there, and raise some funds by selling the card. That's where we make our donations.
Right.
It's a win for anybody who gets the card, because most discounts are 20% off. They range. There are some doing 25% off. There are others that have some different kind of restrictions on it. And then it's a win for our businesses, because our whole goal really was, like, how can we build up our community together? That's our organization's sort of philosophy. And so how do we drive this business, hopefully? Right. It's been really neat. We have people who, as we promote the card before the active period, which is September 16th to the 30th.
This Saturday. It starts this Saturday. It's only for 2 weeks, right?
Only for 2 weeks, because it's a really big discount. And I mean, our stores and restaurants range from Russell's Steakhouse. Latour is on there this year because there's no restaurant week this year.
Oh, that's right.
So no restaurant week. This is
your chance.
This is your chance, and you get 2 weeks. But we've had Latour on there. Zeno Ristorante is on there. To all of our local favorites, from Color Coffee, Village Bagel, Sunrise Minturn.
Yep.
Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea.
And it's not just restaurants.
Oh gosh, no.
It's a little bit, it's all retail. It's obviously Zip Adventures. We might sign up with Minturn Anglers. And this, I think it's nice to clarify that as a retailer, it doesn't cost us anything, except we're just giving a discount to the consumers that come in that have that little card over a 2 week period.
Yep.
And then you also said that, the 2 weeks is kind of the window, but there are other retailers that might say, I'm willing to extend it. If they want to come in with their card, I'll extend it through the start of ski season or whatever.
Yeah, yep. So we really recommend that people check out our website, which is au-accesscard.org. And that's the website just for the card. And you'll see under Find a Business, you can see all the list of businesses. You can sort it by city. You can sort it by category, that sort of thing.
All the filters, yep.
Yeah, and then you can click on each business to get the details of what they're doing. But yeah, you're totally right. Retailers range from Axles and Slifer's Design.
You got Axles on there.
Yeah, yeah. So, the thrift store is on there. It's a great way. They're offering 25% off. So we're really blessed to receive a grant from them as well. So we definitely,
that's great.
We definitely also encourage people to go there. And it's a holiday. If you have kids or you have family members that you're doing holiday shopping,
perfect.
It's the best deal in town. I mean, I love it. I do all my holiday shopping during this 2-week period because stores have time to wrap things for me too.
Oh yeah.
And
bless your heart, you get your Christmas shopping
I
done
know, right?
months before.
And I get to mail it because, as you know, I'm from Maine, so my godsons are back there, so I get to mail
Couple
it.
Mainers right here.
Whoop,
Yeah.
whoop. So I get to get it in the mail before the post office even raises their prices for the holiday season. So, but yeah, Bookworm,
You name it.
Yeah, we've got some great kids stores on there from Skipper and Scout, Wishes, Rose Sky, which is a new store down in Eagle.
So it's spanning really from Gypsum all the way to kind of East Vail, all the way to Vail.
Yep, Gypsum to Vail, and for sure. And then we actually have a couple online stores as well. So when you get the card, you get the link to the password protected site and can check it out. So it's pretty amazing. It
is pretty amazing. And it's not just that, Katie, it's the foundation of what it's there for, right? I mean, this nonprofit, Access and Unbound, these $55 purchases for these cards all go to support Access Unbound and programming throughout the course of the year.
Yep. 100% of that $55 goes to supporting people with disabilities through our organization. So, our dream is that this really takes. It's an opportunity for us to build as a community around something really exciting. And, we have people from the Front Range, like I said, who come up just to be able to shop during this period.
Right.
So the whole goal is that we can all rise together.
I love it. Are you excited for another season on the Hill?
I am. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we have another good snow
Reports
year.
I heard, because we have some crazy weather coming through over the next couple of days, there's a chance that there might be some light snow, maybe an inch or two at some of these higher elevations before we get into the weekend. You might see some snow like on top of Gore Range, so that's enough to excite people also.
It is, although I'm enjoying the fall weather too.
Yeah. Well, it's this is a great time of year. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
And I think the mountain opens, I think it's under 50 days now for Vail, November the 10th.
Wow.
As of now.
Hard to believe.
I know. All right, so to find out more, accessunbound.org, to go to your website.
Yep, that's our organization website.
And is there a link in there to get more info on the card if they want to see that?
Yep,
okay.
There's a link up at the top that says Access Card, and you can check that out. Or you can go directly to the Access Card website, au-accesscard.org.
Yep.
The other thing I would say is this poster is up in all of we're in the process of getting it up in all of our participating businesses, and it has the QR code in it,
yep.
Where you can buy the card. It takes less than 30 seconds.
Okay.
And there's also ads in the Vail Daily where you can scan the QR code. But yeah, we'd love to have people join us and shop local, support local, save some money, and make a huge impact.
Huge impact, more than you know.
Yeah.
Love it.
That $55 is one whole day of scholarship, so
that's beautiful.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah. Really good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thank
Come
you.
to Oktoberfest this weekend. I'll be there doing my thing. Come and compete in the Stein lifting, whatever it is. But go to accessunbound.org to find out more information, y'all. And we have a great rest of our show coming your way in this first hour. After the break, Ben and I are going to sit on the couch and we're going to give you a fly fishing report. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tva.vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, welcome back to the show. Just talking to Katie with Access Unbound. And right off camera, I'm like, we're going to sign up for intern anglers. She showed me the list. This is the updated list. It's going to be on 2 pages here real soon. There is everything you could find in every walk of life, any kind of business or restaurant. It's all a part of that Access Unbound access card. So make sure you get that access card and take advantage of the shopping from the 16th through the 30th. Let's talk about your weather for the day. I did mention maybe a little bit of snow later on this evening or tomorrow evening. We're going to see a 70% chance of moisture coming our way over the course of today for Tuesday. And then we're going to see, for Thursday, a high of 65 today in Vail, 48 this first thing kind of kicking off the day. And there is moisture in the forecast. So keep that in mind. Pack a light rain jacket and maybe bring a layer first thing in the morning also. There's your hourly forecast throughout the daytime for your Thursday. We're going to see 60s midday from noon to about 3 to 4 o'clock with our high temperature coming in probably around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Just in the low to mid 60s is what we're going to expect. So definitely cooler than what we've seen, and moisture coming our way into the afternoon hours also. Your I-70 drive, we're going to see 73 for Denver today. Mostly sunny skies to start. They're going to have some cloud cover roll in with a 60% chance of some moisture. For Vail, 65 with a 70% chance. For Avon, 70% chance of some rain coming down with a high of 66. And then 70 degrees in Eagle with a 50% chance of moisture. Your evening forecast, we're looking at about a 50% chance of that moisture continuing, a low of 38. So that's going to be the low in Vail. Higher elevations, even a little bit cooler. So that's where we might see a little bit of a dusting of snow for the first time at those higher elevations, probably above 12 to 13,000 feet. That's what we can expect. And then your 5-day forecast, we have more moisture coming our way for Friday. Scattered thunderstorms, 60% chance of moisture. Looking at about 61 degrees for Friday. For Saturday, 70. For Sunday, 71. Monday, 70. Tuesday, 68. So once again, like Ben and I talked about in the open, moisture for the next couple of days, maybe a little bit of snow, and then sunshine coming our way.
I gotta say, it's one of my favorite things when there's that first snow, just dusting the tops of the peaks, but the rest of the valley is still just super, super green.
Or even those little pops. I've seen a few pops of yellow kicking around too. So you get the green, you get the yellow aspens, you get the snow up high, the blue sky. It really is spectacular.
It's like that holy grail that I'm always kind of searching for there in like late September, early October. It's like, okay, can I get yellow and orange and green with a band of like pine trees and then snow?
I'm having one of those moments. We talked about taking photos. We talked about the cars. Now we're talking about taking photos with the beauty of what Mother Nature provides us with this time of the year. So maybe you'll get some snow and some aspens in the green with the cars in the background. That's like the perfect combination.
Fingers crossed.
Right? And also, I just want to mention fishing a little bit too.
Yeah, I was going to ask
as we
you about that.
transition, because there's snow maybe coming down, maybe the rain. What does the rain do? Is there anything that you're wondering about?
I really don't know too much about fly fishing. It's something that I'm interested in trying to get into and get started in, but I honestly really don't know where to start. Like it seems like there's a lot to learn in fly fishing, and it does seem like, at least without some help, it's kind of difficult to get into.
Yeah, it's kind of like learning to snowboard, right? There's a learning curve that's very steep. And once you get the basics, then it's a matter of spending time doing it, just like anything, right? But we live in a community, in an environment where we have so many outdoor opportunities, whether it's hiking or mountain biking, golf, the fishing piece, the rafting. So you kind of have to narrow your options down and find one or two that you can really focus on, right?
Definitely.
That's the truth.
I mean, it like if you wanted to be into kayaking, fly fishing, and mountain biking, you might not have enough time in the day for that.
And you may not even have enough space in your garage or your storage unit or your condo or apartment to keep all that stuff.
Definitely.
The blessing about fly fishing, unless you're fishing from a boat, it doesn't take up a lot of space, right? You have a bag with some stuff in it and then a fishing rod. I mean, that's really what you have.
And those fishing rods are pretty collapsible too.
Yeah,
I
they
see
break
them
down
just
pretty
packed
small.
down pretty small.
Yeah. I mean, so for people that are kind of just dabbling in the idea of going fishing, they grew up maybe spin fishing, bait casting. Anywhere where you can bait cast, you can fly fish. Anywhere you can fly fish, for the most part, you can bait cast or use spinning lures and stuff. We just happen to live on, well, I'll just talk about the Eagle River specifically that flows, from Camp Hale all the way down to the Colorado River in Gypsum. And it really is, there's not a lot of freestone, free-flowing rivers like this still around that are as vibrant with aquatic insects and as vibrant with the amount of fish that we have. So we're sitting on a gem here that it could receive a lot more accolades, but knock on wood, thank goodness it doesn't, because it really is spectacular and we have it more to ourselves.
Well, and aside from like Homestake, there really isn't many dams along the river either.
No.
And it's mostly just tributaries and everything.
Yeah.
And it's a gorgeous, fast-flowing water.
Pretty amazing. Anyways, if you want to find out more, come by the shop.
I definitely have
Give us a call. If you want to go on a fishing trip, give us a call at Minturn Anglers. We'll take you out on the river. We'll kind of get you all kind of geared up for what we can expect as we make our way into fall.
Maybe I'll have to come down there with a camera sometime. And
There you go.
Show me a little bit of the basics.
Love it. Love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We'll be right back after a short break with Visage.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Joining us on the studio, I've got John Strickler, and he is the main person, the chair with Vistage up here in the Vail Valley. Vistage, let me just introduce you first. Good to see you. Then we'll get into the details.
Yeah, thanks.
Glad you're here. Nice chatting with you. Vistage.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you guys, this program has been around Colorado for a while. You said you have 900 members, but most of those are a part of the Front Range, right?
Yeah, Vistage is actually a worldwide organization, 65,000 members worldwide. In Colorado, we have approaching 900 members, and all of those are in the Front Range, from Denver up and down the I-25 corridor, about as far west as Boulder. So I'm really working to bring that model to the mountains here for the first time.
And when we talk about that model, let's define what that model is, because it's a way for business owners and businesses to get together and to basically create a think tank to figure out the solutions for a lot of problems that you face as business owners, right?
Right. Yeah, the idea is to help CEOs and other executive leaders better themselves and their businesses. This is through what we call a peer leaders advisory group. This is a group of local high-performing business leaders that want to work together to support each other, share best practices, and solve important challenges that they're facing.
Now, are we talking about, when you say businesses, are you looking for, any business can be a part of this, right? Or do you want to focus, if you have a restaurant and a retail business and a real estate business all under one roof, is that something how you work it, or is it more specific to the business itself?
Yeah, the group is going to be non-competitive members. So we look across a variety of industries. And then current members and member candidates range in size from about 3 million all the way up to almost 100 million in revenue.
Okay.
And yeah, so we're looking for candidates that have a lot of the same values that will make the group productive. When I think about the candidates that we're looking for, I've identified 4 values that I think are really important for those candidates.
I think I actually wrote those down here. Vision, grit, growth mindset. Is that the vision? Those are the ones?
Growth mindset, and,
Yep.
and then just people that you want to hang around with. So vision, you want to grow your success in yourself, your business, and the community. Grit, the ability to work toward long-term goals. The growth mindset, I think, is really important. That's the ability to give and receive input in a constructive way and use it to continuously improve.
Yeah.
And then just people you wanted to get advice from, and people you'd want to help be more successful.
And then, John, so how did you get involved with this?
Yeah, I started in the military when I graduated from West Point. When I left the service, I've worked with about 40 companies, advising and coaching them, companies all the way up to Fortune 50 in size, across 4 continents.
Wow.
And then as I'm also a startup leader. I've had leader in 2 companies that have had 8 and 9 figure exits. And then, as I started thinking about that, I really wanted to get more involved locally here in the community. I wanted to give back. I started sharing some of those ideas with the first CEO, or the CEO at the first startup that I worked at. And he suggested Vistage. He'd been a Vistage chair, and he said Vistage was the best job he'd ever had. So he recommended me in and has sponsored me to help bring that model. And I'm really excited to bring it to the mountains here for the first time.
So, I mean, obviously your backstory has a lot to do with helping businesses perform at their peak. How did you know, like, this is something you wanted to do? Like, what was it about it that got you into it? What was the catalyst?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just that reflection on, how do I take what I've experienced and help other leaders navigate some of those challenges, learn from some of my experience, and avoid actually just some of the mistakes that I made. And I just find that work really rewarding, and I think having an impact and helping others have impact is one of the most rewarding things you can do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what are some of the challenges that some of these leaders are facing right now?
As I talk to leaders, I hear a few common challenges. Finding and keeping the right people is high up on the list. Yeah. Just getting all your work done and still having time for a life. Hang out with your friends and family.
Balance.
And take advantage of some of the great outdoor activities you've been talking about.
Yeah.
And then just how do you get critique and input for important decisions that you need to make as a leader? I think that's a big one. Adam Grant talks about a challenge network. How do you get a trusted network of people, critics, that'll poke holes in your ideas, question your answers, and just bring a different perspective than you otherwise might get. And that really helps people see their blind spots and take advantage of challenges and opportunities that they're facing.
The challenge network.
Yeah.
I like that. And you just have to make yourself open. You have to be privy to radical candor, and don't be shy from it. Find a way to embrace it and fail forward, if nothing else, right?
Oh, I think that's really well said.
Right? I mean, that's a big piece of it. If there's someone watching right now and they're like, oh, this is cool, I want to get involved, or how does it work? Because you can't just sign up, like you have to go through a process, right?
Right. So I'll say 2 things. First of all, the group centers around that, or the opportunity centers around that group. We also bring in speakers. I talked about Adam Grant. Adam Grant was a speaker that we had recently that shared, and we bring speakers, whatever's important to the group, we bring those into the group. About every other meeting, we'll have a speaker to talk about thought leadership things.
Right.
I coach the members between those meetings. We do one-on-one sessions to make sure that we're uncovering the right issues and bringing them to those meetings, making sure we stay on top of action items and bring those forward, stay accountable to those. And then there's just that whole Vistage network that's 45,000 members online we can ask questions of.
Yeah.
And we can, they do research, publish white papers, and have those guest speakers. If people want to find out more, you can find out a lot on the Vistage website.
Yeah, Vistage.com.
Vistage.com.
Yep.
And then I'm a little old-fashioned, so they can always call or text me on my phone number.
Yeah, and I think your phone number will have it up on the screen. There it is right there, 720-323-0793.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You're also on LinkedIn. People want to find out more about it that way.
You can search me on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
You you can message me there too as well. I look at those pretty regularly.
Or we might see you skiing or riding your bike.
Skiing in the winter and riding my bike in the summer.
And you're just finding that balance between your professional life and embracing the beauty and what we have to offer here. So it's great that you're here and that you're able to do this and still be a part of our community.
I'm really excited to be able to bring this to the mountains.
Love it. It's nice to talk with you.
All right, thanks, Mark.
You gonna come to Oktoberfest this weekend?
I am going to come to Oktoberfest.
You are. I'll be announcing all weekend long.
Are you?
I'll get you signed up for the Stein lifting.
All right.
All right. So Vistage.com is the website. If you want to give John a call, his number is on the screen. You can also go to that website and find out ways to reach him if you want to engage your business with a group of peers to kind of make things better for everybody moving forward. We have hour number 2 of Good Morning Vail coming up after this short break.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
8-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world, capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue. When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to your second hour of Good Morning Vail. I'm one of your in-studio hosts, Ben Roof. We've got Mark Sassy out in the weather station for us, and we've got a great second hour in store for you. Al Mall is coming in studio to talk a little bit about his music and his songwriting, as well as to perform a song for us. And then we've also got a new hobby segment where we're going to go and check out drinking vessels over in Minturn. And, of course, Tracy is going to finish that delicious salmon sandwich. Your second hour of Good Morning Vail starts now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our second hour of our Thursday edition of Good Morning Vail. We have overcast skies outside today. We are going to see moisture coming our way later on today, but I don't think we're going to see sunshine much at all today. So put the sunscreen away for the day and pull out your light rain jacket just in case. But don't let a little bit of rain deter you from your plans. Maybe later on this afternoon we'll see a little more rain coming our way, heavier rain. But throughout the daytime, we're going to start 48 degrees at 8 o'clock in Vail, 65 for that high temperature in the Vail area around 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms are expected. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour with a 70% chance of moisture coming our way. Here's a look at that hourly forecast. Once again, 48 to start with some cloud cover. There's your overcast skies. And then scattered thunderstorms followed by more thunderstorms into the afternoon hours. Our warmest time of the day coming in, probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon with that high of 65. And then we'll have some showers to start the evening. Denver temperatures today, we're looking at 73 for Denver with a 60% chance of moisture. Once again for Vail, 65 with a 70% chance of moisture. Right here in Avon at the home of the TV8 studios, 70% chance of moisture, 66. And then for Eagle, 70 degrees. Maybe sunshine to start, but not for very long with a 50% chance of moisture. Tonight, we are going to see that sun setting at 7:18. Overcast skies with rain showers. About a 50% chance of more of that rain coming our way. Once again, with a low of 38 degrees, it's going to be cool at the valley floor, much cooler at those higher elevations. And then here's a look at that 5-day. We are going to see 60% chance for moisture on Friday with a high of 61. We're looking at sunshine on Saturday and Sunday. 70 degrees for a high on Saturday, 71 for a high on Sunday. Monday, 70 degrees with maybe a little more moisture coming our way, a 20% chance. And then a 40% chance with a high of 68 for Tuesday. So, yeah, kind of that shift. We're in the middle of that fall shift. I think this is like the first time we're going to really see the dramatic changes in the weather pattern. I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It definitely seemed, there's definitely been a tone shift since last week.
Yeah.
Where it was nice and warm, but now we're starting to hit those 40s pretty consistently every night, low 40s, and all that weather moving in.
And then we're talking about maybe we might see a little bit of snow at the higher elevations. And that's just kind of that doesn't mean winter's here, just so y'all know. It just means that temperatures are changing enough so that rain becomes snow over a certain elevation level.
They always seem to melt off for snow a little bit every year.
What's this, Ben?
That is what we got going on today in Avon.
What is it?
So we've got the community picnic, and we do this all over the valley.
It says free beer in Avon.
Exactly, and free live music, and free food.
The community picnic at Harry Nottingham Park. And that's located just to the west of where we are here, right next to Nottingham Lake.
About once or twice a year, every town throughout the valley hosts these community picnics that are put on by the community and by like businesses throughout the community, just to kind of get everybody together and have a great time to just kind of celebrate the season a little bit, get the members of the community together just to kind of help bring, some camaraderie.
Let me ask you this.
Free food and free beer.
Do you have to live in Avon proper to be a part of it? I live in Edwards. Can I go?
I would bet so.
Okay.
I bet anybody throughout the Vail Valley is welcome.
And it says well-behaved dogs are welcome also.
Of course. And like most of the things in the valley, it's also a plastic-free event, which means that they're really encouraging you to not do, bring disposable products or anything like that.
Yeah.
Typically they'll have, the beverages that are available. It'll be reusable aluminum cups and that sort
or
of
bring
thing
your
too.
own cup. Bring your own reusable cup.
Exactly.
Bring your own reusable plate and silverware. I mean, for that matter, right, if you want to.
Right.
And Rewind, I don't know if you know Rewind. Rewind, a group of guys kind of my age from around Eagle County. Joel Dekenick's one of the guys, and Josh Lautenberg, all these names that we know that are kind of pillars of the society, get on the stage and play 80s rock and roll, and they put on a good show. This will be fun.
Kill it.
Yeah,
They really do.
Yeah.
Well, we got to take a quick break now, but when we come back, we've got that salmon sandwich for you where Tracy's going to finish it up.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interest across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's safe.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, so we didn't mention when we were talking about that community picnic happening tonight in Avon, the timing, 5:30 to 7:30. So you want to get there early because it is going to be limited amounts of food and drink. So 5:30 to 7:30 tonight at Nottingham Park in Avon for the community picnic. Now, earlier in the show, in the first hour, Ben introduced you to Tracy Miller and her spectacular salmon sandwich. We're going to wrap things up now. Let's take a look at how that sandwich wraps up with Tracy.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Salmon has just been cooking slowly. So what I'm going to do is pull it off of the pan and let it rest for a minute. And then what's going to happen is that skin is going to come off really, really easily, and then we'll slice it or we'll shred it for the sandwiches. So our sandwiches are going to have salmon, lettuce, avocado, tomato, and sriracha mayo. I thought we had needed to kick it into high gear a little bit. I guess I've been craving spicy or something because we have the pepperoncinis in the pot in the potato salad, and then we have some sriracha mayo. Of course, you can make this mayo on your own if you prefer to do that. I usually do, but I've found that I've been using it for so many different ingredients and different dishes that it's just easy to buy it like this and easy to carry it around if you're doing picnics or anything like that. It just gives you that spice that you're looking for. All right, let's move on to avocados. So avocados became such a trendy ingredient in the last year that like some of the bigwig chefs in New York and stuff like that, they're not even using avocados anymore. They're like, ooh, avocado, that was so yesterday. Me, I love an avocado. However, they've gotten really expensive. And if you can find one for a good price, definitely buy it. But that's one of those things that you don't want to waste it. If you're paying $2.50 for this little avocado, you don't want to waste it. When you're picking out an avocado, you want it to have a little bit of give. Not a lot, because that means it's going to be bruised and brown inside, but you want it to have a little tiny bit of give there. You can kind of mush it a little bit. And then if the stem right there kind of pops off easy like that, that means that it's totally ripe. And make sure you get rid of that stem because nobody wants to chew that in their salmon sandwich. Okay, here is how you cut an avocado and peel it. This is the easiest way. This is the way you're going to get the most nutrients out of your avocado as well. You just take it. This is like what we did with the peach, or we tried to do with the peach, but it was underripe. But this is what you do. Peaches are stone fruits, and they have that pit right in the middle like an avocado. You cut it around, and then you turn it like that, and then you have your beautiful avocado. And this is a good one, for sure. That looks really, really good. I'm not wasting any bit of that. And then you cut it in half, and then you peel it like a banana. Ready? Look at that. A lot of the nutrients in many different fruits and vegetables are as close to the skin as possible. So you don't want to waste it. So this is absolutely the easiest way, in my opinion, to get the beauty of the avocado and all the meat that you have in there. So then we're going to slice it. A serving size should probably be about 1/4 of an avocado. So that's what we're going to stick with when we make this sandwich. So slice that nice and thin. Fan it out a little because we are going to put a little salt and pepper on it. Fruits and veggies, I really think need some salt and pepper. Even fruit, actually, sometimes just needs a little bit. You know, and you also want to flavor as you go when you're building sandwiches and different things. You can choose whatever kind of bread you want for this sandwich. A brioche roll would be really nice. I love these little 4-inch steak rolls that I get from Walmart, actually. They hold up really nicely. They're not dried out, and they're just kind of a perfect size, in my opinion, for a sandwich. Now, like I was saying, your avocado serving size is about 1/4. So we're going to put like 3 or 4 slices right there on the bottom. Let's see. Get that right down there and kind of smush it in a little, so that it becomes like a spread. You could mash it and then put it in mashed if you wanted to, but this is kind of nice too. And when I'm catering and I have people helping me make sandwiches, because I make so many sandwiches sometimes, every bite counts, folks. Don't just put one piece of avocado and then your first bite's gonna have no avocado. Every bite counts. So here we go. We have that. I'm gonna make this other one too. We're just gonna get some nice pieces of avocado in there. You wanna make sure everything's balanced too. So I said that it was like, you know, four slices for a serving size, but if that doesn't really fit into your sandwich, then just use 3 slices. Like you decide what you like and what you want. All right, so we've got that. We're gonna put a couple tomato slices too. So I have these nice Romas. Slice them thin. Tomatoes have a lot of juice in them, so this is gonna make the sandwich a little bit juicier. So if you're taking this sandwich on a picnic or you're not gonna eat it right away, you may wanna add the tomatoes a little bit later. Again, we're gonna season those because we're seasoning everything as it goes. So we season those, put a couple tomatoes right on there. Already this is looking so pretty. You could even do like a bacon BLT with avocado if you wanted to right there. We'll put those aside because we will eat those later. All right, let's see what, I'm gonna put a glove on actually because I don't want my hands to smell like salmon later. No matter how hard you wash things, sometimes that fishy smell just sticks around. Okay, so let's flip it over. See how that skin, see? That skin is just gonna come right off. So don't even worry about cutting the skin off when it's raw because it's nearly impossible, I'm gonna tell you. It's a very hard task to do and it just kind of comes off and it serves as like a nice little barrier for the salmon. Okay, so let's just cut right into the middle of the salmon. See how it looks. Ooh, that looks cooked really, really nicely to me. A lot of people like their salmon cooked a little bit more. If you do, pop it right back in there and cook it to however you like it. So now we're gonna cut our salmon. This is not always the easiest job because it wants to flake off. We can flake it a little. I guess, you know, do what your salmon wants. So it wants to be flaked a little. So we're gonna put that salmon right there on top. That looks delicious. This one too. Just gonna wiggle it around a little. We'll put that big piece right there on top. Okay. It smells really, really good. And now here's our secret ingredient, the sriracha mayo. This is gonna be nice. Mayonnaise, avocado, orange is really nice with salmon as well. So let me get that. I'm gonna coat it nicely too, especially if you like a kick. Definitely give it some space, give it a little attitude, let it be kind of the star of the show with that salmon. Put a couple pieces of lettuce on top of there. And there you go. You have your delicious salmon sub with so many good veggies. I'm gonna pair it right here with the potato salad. And you have yourself like a really, really nice summertime lunch or dinner. And again, wrap that up, put it in some saran wrap, and you have yourself a nice picnic dinner if you want it. So there you go. We have potato salad, which you can use with anything. It would go good with a steak or anything like that. And then we have our salmon sandwiches. Salmon and avocado, really giving you all those healthy omegas and fats and everything else you could ask for. So you can have a beautiful dinner. I mean, pair it with a nice glass of wine, do it with a glass of ice water. You will enjoy it. Thanks for joining me. I'm Tracy Miller. Good luck eating healthy.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on tv8vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of our favorite things to do here is to help support our local artists and our musicians. And joining me on the couch now is Al Mall, a local singer and songwriter. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So tell me a little bit about your music practice and what you do around the Valley.
Yeah, so I'm a singer-songwriter from Montana. I've been here about 5 years now, and yeah, I've just been running around playing all the bars and hotels and wherever they'll let me go.
Well, I've definitely caught you several times around the Valley, and it seems like every week you're somewhere new. Where was your most recent spot that we could have found you at?
Yeah, so last night was my last one in the Valley for a little while. It's at the Drunken Goat down in Eagle. It's a good spot, a little patio action.
Awesome. So you're kind of wrapping up your shows here in the Valley, and you're going back home for a little while then?
I'm going to go back to Montana. Yeah, I'm playing on the 16th in Glendive, Montana, the 22nd in Missoula, Montana, and then come back here for get the winter fired up and ready for all the opera.
Awesome. So what brought you here to the Vail Valley in the first place?
The Stedman Clinic. My girlfriend works for the Stedman Clinic, or used to work for the Stedman Clinic, so we came down, and it's kind of a world-class situation up there for her, so we came down, and now we can't really imagine leaving.
Understand that for sure. I know a lot of people come here just for the one job but end up falling in love with the community and really finding a good home here. Have you found it an easy transition to like kind of take on that music career in a new community and kind of break in?
Yeah, I saw when I came here, I wasn't a musician. I was working for the Forest Service as a firefighter. Okay. And so we came here, and I was kind of like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I looked around, and the Vail Valley is really good at supporting artists. And, it's a place where people really value art, and they're willing to, help us get by. And I kind of saw that, and I've always been writing songs. I've been writing songs for a lot, 12 years. And so I just started kind of going to open mics, and eventually just started performing, and yeah, here we are. Now I'm full-time.
Awesome. So what's that like that transition from being full-time non-art and more of a traditional career, or a less traditional career as Forest Service firefighter is. But going from that, job to being a full-time artist, I know that can be such a difficult challenge and such a big leap to go, step away from something that's stable and secure and consistent, and then to now kind of be just out on your own, not ever quite entirely sure where that next gig's going to come from, where that next, the next meal is in a lot of ways. How has that transition been, going from having that lifeline, for lack of a better word, to now being like purely independent.
Yeah, no, it's actually been easier for me than I think it is for a lot of people. I really like think it's because of the Vail Valley. I like when I got here, I was bartending and I cut firewood for a little while and kind of worked around, did some construction work, and it's kind of meshing, like playing gigs at night, working during the day. And then slowly over time, it's been a real slow burn for me. So it's like slowly over time, there's just enough gigs to be like, all right, we could do this. And also it's easier to do this at night and not work during the day as well. So it's been good. It's been really good.
I imagine that's one of the biggest challenges there is when you're starting to really get that momentum and things are really starting to get rolling, to be like, okay, now I don't have any more time. But
No, it's been a huge blessing. I'm giddy about it sometimes. It's been awesome. I love playing the guitar. I wanted to figure out a way I could just play the guitar all day long, so now I can do it. Now I just play the hotel gigs. A lot of nights I'll play a hotel gig during the day and then roll up to Beano's cabin or something at night and play during the night, and it's awesome.
Awesome. Do you find that like when you string a couple of gigs together in a day, do you find you get tired or worn out towards the end of everything?
Totally, yeah. Especially during the winter, like when things are really swinging in the Vail Valley, January, Christmas time, there's a lot of work, and I'm a yes man, so I just say yes to everything. And like I said, I'll play wherever they'll let me, and my fingers, they start falling apart. Your vocal cords start getting kind of raw, but it's not something that I'm too bothered about versus some of my prior jobs.
I can understand that. Being a little bit tired from performing is a little bit different from being tired from swinging a fireman's axe.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's a different game, different kind of hurt.
So let me ask you this: how has that freedom now helped or impacted your songwriting? Like having that more time, have you found that's really impacted your songwriting?
I have, yeah. I think there's a little bit of imposter syndrome that comes with this job where I feel like I got to work really hard. So my practice is structured in a way where there's writing built into it every day. And, now I have a total excuse to spend a lot of time practicing and writing and trying to improve and produce more material and that kind of thing. So yeah, definitely. I write a lot more now.
It seems to me like a routine, like with the practice and the writing and building kind of a, for lack of a better word, arbitrary routine into your day-to-day as an independent artist seems like it's kind of critical to success. And because there's nobody out there saying, hey, you have to practice. Or hey, the song is due on Friday.
Totally, yeah, no, I try to look at it just like any other job I've ever had, get up and get to it. And, there's a lot that goes into it for all the artists in the Valley. I've talked to a lot of them, and there's a lot of, you spend a couple hours at the desk every day doing invoicing and all the boring stuff, and then you're practicing, and then you're off to the gig. So it's, you're working around the clock, but it's really rewarding, and you're doing it for yourself, and that feels really good in a way where you're improving at something, and it's for you, and it's not for a company or something.
And you've got a great website that we're showing right now with a lot of photos of past gigs and everything. And if people are interested in reaching out to you, I would imagine that's how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, so on my website, almall.com, there's a contact form. Just you go scroll down to the bottom. There's a schedule there as well. So if you want to track me down, you can just find me on there, and I keep that updated. And
awesome. And so going back to that that practice and that routine, it seems to me that's really kind of that determining factor in success as an independent artist is doing all of the stuff that has nothing to do with art.
Totally.
Like, I want to go paint, but I don't want to sit there and sign emails, you know?
Yeah. No, I procrastinate just like anybody else, man. I mean, yeah, it's tough to get yourself to sit down at the desk, but you know, at the end of the day, for me, like I said, working for myself and being self-employed in a way is super rewarding and takes a lot of sacrifice, but it's worth it in the end. It's an awesome gig.
And burnout seems like it's much less of an issue when you're working for yourself, doing the thing that you love.
Well, yeah,
we would love to hear you perform a little bit, but we got to take a quick break and take some weather. So we'll be right back after a short message and a quick weather for some music by Al Mall.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Today, great show on the way.
Absolutely. And welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Hey everybody, taking the show outside for a weather report to show you what it's like outside first thing this morning on your Thursday. A lot of cloud cover around to start. We expected to see maybe a little bit of sunshine first thing, but as I look off towards the west, you can see there's a little spot here and there of blue, those little sucker holes. But we are starting to become overcast as there is moisture in the forecast. Let's take a look at your weather report for Thursday, and then we'll jump ahead tomorrow, knocking on the doors of the weekend into the middle of next week. We're going to see 48 to start. Obviously, 65 will be our high temperature in Vail over the course of the afternoon, with a 70% chance of showers and or thunderstorms later on this afternoon. Your hourly forecast, cloudy to start like we're seeing right now. Then we're going to have scattered thunderstorms followed by more thunderstorms into the afternoon hours. And the rain will continue into the evening hours also. We'll drop into the low 50s around 8 o'clock. Denver temperatures today, 70s. So about 73 will be the high temperature there. And anywhere from a 50 to a 60 to a 70% chance of moisture from Denver all the way down towards Eagle and Gypsum. For Vail, 65, for Avon, 66, and for Eagle, 70 degrees. And we will see showers throughout the daytime. Tonight, overcast once again with more rain showers expected. Sun setting at 7:18. We'll see a low of 38 degrees tonight with a 50% chance of those continued showers and thunderstorms. And then jumping ahead, by Saturday and Sunday, we are going to have nice sunny skies for our Vail Village Oktoberfest. But for Friday, scattered thunderstorms continuing, a high of about 61 degrees. So next couple of days are going to be definitely cooler. Sunshine for Saturday and Sunday, and then mostly sunny for Monday with a high of 70, then 68 with more moisture possibly coming our way for Tuesday. But that is a look at your weather report for Thursday in through the weekend. All right, we're going to take it back to Ben in the studio, and we have Al performing coming up next.
All right, we are coming back in with Al Mall here on the couch, and he's going to play a couple of his original songs for us. Take it away.
The song is, this is called Howlin' About. I said I'm all out of swords here in Spanish Fork. I'm pumping gas on my last dime. My lady, she said, must be the last thing made this way. Baby, I ain't the last of them, I'm the first of mine, yeah. I don't beg, steal, and borrow. I keep my head down low, and my day will come, I got no doubt. Well, if it don't, though, down the road I go. 'Cause there ain't nothing worth howling about. I won't be the same since I saw your face on the corner of Main and Washington. In this land where you love me, that's a land of milk and honey. We're just a couple sleeping dogs in the sun, Lord. 'Cause I don't beg, steal, or borrow. I keep my head down low, and my day will come, I got no doubt, Lord. But if it don't, though, down the road I go. 'Cause there ain't nothing worth howling about. Bumblebees see the trees. Lord, I think I fell asleep. It's
tall grass and there's lazy clouds. It's all a dream. I guess I locked my knees. The click of the pump, she brought me out. I don't beg, steal a bottle. I keep my head down low. My day will come, I got no doubt, Lord. But if it don't go, down the road I go. 'Cause it ain't nothing worth howling about.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Like I was saying earlier, we love to support our local artists here at Good Morning Vail, and we headed over to Backcountry Studios to talk to Ben Belgrad and Stanton Morris about how to glassblow and what they do over there at Backcountry Studios as part of our new hobby segment. Let's take a look.
I'm Ben Belgrad, and this is Backcountry Studios and the home of Drinking Vessels. We are a glassblowing studio located here in Minturn, which is a marketplace and a brokerage for between 50 and 100 artists creating handmade drinkware like you've never seen before. So Stan works here at the studio and is one of the contributing artists to that platform. I am also an artist creating some of the drinkware for that platform, and I also explore other mediums of art here at the studio.
And my name is Stanton Morris. I teach a lot of the classes, so does Ben. You guys need to come on down and check it out. It's a collective group of people that come into this place that make it so special. This place isn't just like Ben built it, but it's not just necessarily say just for him or just for me. This really has become like a community area where some of the best in the world walk in here to work in the studio. It's one of the things that I feel makes it so special. I'm surrounded by amazing talent all the time. New creations, new innovations that people are coming up with. It's really fun because we're right on the cutting edge forefront of it, getting to see it all happen right here in Backcountry Studios.
When I was in college, I found some artists who blow glass, and they let me come over to their studio and showed me how to like get my hands wet and melt some things and turn on a torch. And I was pretty much instantaneously hooked, and that was 13 years ago. And here I am 13 years later, still doing the same thing and still exploring the medium, and it's kind of this endless journey of learning.
I think glass blowing grabbed my interest at a very young age. I was at Six Flags over Texas in Houston, and I remember seeing somebody making the swans and filling them with purple water. And it instantly grabbed my attention as a child. What started off as a hobby, I ended up going to Penland School of Arts in North Carolina and graduating there, and pursuing it as a career and loving every minute of it.
So here at Backcountry Studios, we specialize in borosilicate flame working. This is a type of glass blowing that involves taking cold pieces of glass or pre-warming them in a kiln and then melting them in a flame created by a torch, combining propane and oxygen. This is different than what most people are familiar with, or soft glass, which is like studio furnace work. Most people have seen like the big metal pole that people are rolling and dipping into a furnace. And so what we do here is different than that on kind of a technical level, but it's similar in that it's still glass blowing and it still has a lot of the same tools and a lot of the same techniques.
It's one of the things that's most different about what we do is we work on a much smaller scale. And we bring that small scale together so that we create a larger scale. And what we do using multiple different pieces.
Working with glass is really unlike any other medium. It moves differently. It's both a solid and a liquid. You have this limited sense of time and urgency when you're working with the material. You also have to be very delicate and understanding of what it's going to react to and how you can move it. So there's so much going on at once, it kind of turns off the brain from other distractions and allows you to really just focus on what's immediately in front of you, at least for me. And that's something that we love to share through these classes and getting people to experience, putting their hands in the fire. If you're interested in taking a class with us here at Backcountry Studios, we are offering individual and group classes. We're still working on building that out on the website as far as signups. So email us at info@drinkingvessels.com or jump over to the website drinkingvessels.com to get in touch with us, and we'll get you on the schedule for a class.
And also remember that you guys can come as a group. Groups are a lot of fun. It gives everybody a chance to see what it's like. Laugh, take some pictures. So if you're in the Vail Valley and you're kind of always asking what to do, we don't just ski and snowboard here. We do have other activities or mountain biking, but take 2 hours out of your day. Come do something different. If you're in Vail, come, take a class, walk away with an experience that you'll never forget.
And when people come by for a class, they can expect to spend about 2 hours working with Stan or myself. The beginning is going to be an orientation with these torches, with these pieces of equipment, with safety, and how to really be mindful of what's around you in a space like this. And in some of the classes, we're working on introductory projects, maybe a pendant or a marble, maybe an icicle ornament, something you can take home the next day after the piece has cooled in the kiln.
Then we're going to put the glass in your hands and we're going to kind of like stand right on your shoulders and we're going to show you how it works and give everybody a chance to make it. This is going to be an icicle ornament. You can hang it all summer long, or you can put it on your Christmas tree. This is a really quick, good introductory. It's going to start with a 1/2-inch piece of Pyrex rod, just a piece of clear. We're going to get that part kind of warm, and as things begin to move, I'm going to begin pushing in with my hands. And as I'm pushing in from each side, you can see how the glass starts to become pliable and bend with me. And as I push in with it, it's going to come together. And I keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. So I get what's called a Maria. And this is the start for our icicle ornament right here. I'm going to put 4 stripes of color just below the Maria that we created. So all I did was put 4 stripes on it right there. And we'll give it one more little decoration piece here if you want to go around, and this is an option for when you're in the class. Red start to come back to us and color in for us. So now we got a basic icicle ornament. We're going to give it a little neck loop. It's got to have a place to hang from. Right there, we've got a pretty much an icicle ornament. And this is one of the projects that we'll create with our classes in here. And like I said, it's something that you can take home with you and you can enjoy for years to come.
One of the things about my artwork that I'm working on and attempting is to try and create things that have never been seen before and that other people are not making. And that was very, very challenging for me prior to having this space, where when an idea comes into my head now, I can drive here at 2 in the morning, or I'm here all day on a normal day. And we have the resources around here, not just for glassblowing, but for painting projects, for other art projects. We have photo and video work happening here from the team, and it's just this ongoing collaboration that to me is really inspirational and motivating for me to create my work.
Being a glass artist, it completely fuels my spirit. It's the creativity part of it. Like I said, once again, the freedom of it it's unbelievable. Just being able to come in and have an idea and actually manifest that idea into something that I can hold and that somebody else can enjoy, I feel like really is one of the things about glass that is it drives a lot of us to keep doing what we're doing.
So we are located at 1040 Main Street in Minturn in the Jerry Sibley Plumbing Building. We have one of the garage stalls over here. And you can see our work at drinkingvessels.com. We have all of the work available here by appointment only. So if you want to schedule a time to come browse our selection, that's also an option. If you take a class, you'll get to see everything that we have in the office from all these artists that we've had out here. To be honest, just shoot us a message, reach out through the website, drinkingvessels.com. You can get in touch with us about scheduling an appointment or a class and come to see the studio. We don't really have a set of hours, but we're happy to accommodate most anything that works.
Good morning, Vail.
Snooki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's give you a quick look at your weather for one last glance before we wrap the show up for the day. We are going to see rain on and off throughout the daytime. Cloud cover to start first thing. Scattered storms, thunderstorms in the afternoon hours, about a 60 to a 70% chance. And we'll see that continue through tomorrow. Your I-70 drive today, we're going to see 73 in Denver with probably a 60% chance of moisture. For Vail, 65 with a 70% chance of moisture. For Avon, 67 with a 70% chance of moisture. And then a 50% chance of moisture as you make your way towards Eagle and Gypsum. All right, so we're going to make our way over now to see Ben on the couch. He's waiting for him. We're going to wrap the show up here and tell you what's happening. Ben, what do we got going on for the show tomorrow? And then we got some more activities this weekend real quick.
We got so much coming on for tomorrow's show. I mean, we got a bunch of guests coming in studio. I know you're going to be out and about in the community as well.
Yep. We got the Gypsum Skate Park coming in. Sunward Hats and Jewelry. The Eagle Valley Library District, it'll be great. We have Diane Moody with Resort Entertainment. I'll go remote. Gretchen will be in your seat tomorrow. And then we got just Oktoberfest and cars all weekend.
I'm pretty excited about that new skate park in Gypsum. They've been working on it all summer long. I've been over there a couple of times covering it for the newspaper. And it's going to be a great addition to the community over there.
The skate park's really, really kind of just add another layer to the community. So that's going to be great.
Well, and I just want to thank all of the guests that we had coming in. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the rock.